Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. We have a very big update here for BitMine Immersion stock, which is up today by over 5%. Now whilst this may not seem big, this adds to a 5-day trend here where we are now up by over 20%. Over the past month we have seen this stock really begin to turn around. Look, from the 18th of August to the lows that we saw roughly around the 5th of September, this stock was down by 23%, and since then we've been able to come back by over 30%. This is very impressive, and it's very much arguably the case that we could be seeing a massive trend change about to begin here with BitMine Immersion stock. We're going to be talking about that and much more over the course of this video. If it does sound good, please make sure to leave a like, please make sure to subscribe. However, you must remember this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. Again, let's jump in and start off by looking at the technicals. And you can see over here this trend change, which I think is almost completely confirmed now, but I'll get to this in a second. So we saw the stock find bottoms around $41, which is not too bad, especially considering how much this stock has recently grown. So once that bottom was in, the stock did actually begin to, see that little bit of a rise, initially struggling to get above the $45, $46 range, but it's certainly the case that we're above that now, and now we are coming up to some other key levels to watch out for. Therefore, I think tomorrow and the next few days are going to be very much a make or break situation for this stock. So what do I mean by that? Well, I want to highlight first levels to both the upside and the downside that I am paying attention to. And to get it out of the way, let's have a look at the downside potential first. Now, that's not me saying that I think it's more likely than upside, but again, let's just cover this part. So, what are we looking for here? Well, ideally, we'd hold on to the support that we have seen today, and this is roughly around $51. If we can hold on to this point, as we have at a couple of points in the past, most notably we've seen this one hold up roughly around here, right on the 11th of August. If we could, and also maybe here as well, you could say on the 25th of August. If we see these levels hold up to the downside, I think that is a really, really strong support. And I think that absolutely shows a lot of strength here for the stock. At the same time, it would allow some of the indicators, most notably things like the RSI, to cool off quite a bit, which wouldn't be a bad thing at all. Bear in mind, this is very much coming up to the overbought range right now. If, though, we are to drop lower than that, well, what levels are we looking at? I think the next level that I'd be paying attention to is probably going to be around 47.50. We're seeing this hold up at a couple of points in the past too. Again, you're seeing this hold up relatively recently too, so 47.50 could be another very strong level to the downside. However, in an ideal situation, we don't want to see this one drop below, again, 50, something like that. And the reason for that is because we want to keep this upwards momentum going. This is obviously a very strong move to the upside, but it's not yet necessarily massive in context. It's massive that the stock is still up so much, and it's massive that the stock still has that potential to keep climbing. But ultimately, there's more potential here in my opinion, and that brings us very much onto the upside. Now we are breaking above the 54.50 range, which is key. We've seen difficulty at this point, you could say, on the Friday of last week, and you've also seen it way back on the Friday of the 22nd of August. So if we're able to hold above this for tomorrow and the rest of the week potentially, then we're looking at a new level of support possibly, forming at a much stronger point. Again, historically, this has been a bit of a challenge for this stock. So finding a support above this would be, in my opinion, critical and very significant for the stock's potential movements going forwards. Then you've got higher levels to the upside that we could be looking to push past. These could be around 56.85 or something like that. I think ultimately though, whilst a lot of people may see this stock at the moment as being in a certain situation, as in perhaps, having more potential or not being that promising, I think things are good. I think things are very good. The growth has been perhaps a little bit more slow at the moment than some of the other stocks that we are looking at, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think ultimately the trend is now moving in the right direction, and as long as we are able to break through these key levels into the next few days, things, in my opinion, will be looking extremely strong going forwards. So we'll be covering this over the next week or so with more and more updates as things go on. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. I must say as well, I've got a little bit of news that I want to share with you at the end of the video. Again, you may actually enjoy it. Please click the link if you are interested. Again, you may learn something. I'll let you learn about that now. You guys are ready to get serious about trading for less than the price of a coffee every day? I've got to tell you about the new Patreon page that I have just launched. That's right guys, I have a new Patreon. I'm going to be sharing everything on here, from my personal stocks that I am watching to pre-market updates, as well as a Discord group which I have started. It's going to allow you to access similar-minded, like-minded people who are also interested in sharing their knowledge about the markets. I'm going to be sharing a lot of stuff over here guys. There's going to be a lot of exclusive content coming in the next couple of weeks, but do bear in mind, for most of the tiers, spots are limited. The Market Scout, where you'll gain access to the Discord, prices will change after 150 members. At the moment guys, I'm limited for time, so the Trader's Edge course and above, we're limiting the courses even lower, right? There's a limited amount of people who can join. At the same time, depending on the level of mentorship that you want, we have prices going all the way up from 1450 to the highest tiers over here that you can see. Again, if you're looking to take your journey to that next level, on these middle tiers, this is personally the one that I would recommend, even though it's not the most expensive. It costs less than a coffee every single day, and the amount of information that you'll get here, in my personal opinion, is absolutely worth the value. At the very least, guys, you can become a member for free. The link is down in the description, the comment section, and the bio. Just give it a look and see what you think. And of course, feel free to sign up if you're looking to take your journey even further. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the video.